All right. Hey, everyone. Thank you for joining me, Anthony Furman. Two-time world strongest man, blah, 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 Titan Games. Anyways, I'm a 105 competitor. And today I'm going to go over the results of America's Strongest Man in the 105 kilogram class. The class I love. That's my baby. So I'm going to do a little recap here. Because what better way to get a recap than boots on ground, right? So we have. I'll be checking my notes. Forgive me a little bit. Of course, there was Tom Mutafas, myself, Tyler Stickle, Nate Bowling, Gary Petrosky, Johnny Wazico, Justin Loy, Adam Geiger, James Deffenbaugh, Tommy Sharp, Jesse Nelson, Nick Cambi, and Anthony Diehl. This was a very good show, very stacked show. It was unique in that we didn't have the previous winner. Terry Ratty's not there this year. Sean's not there. So it was a year in which a lot of toss up, right? Nick Cambi had podium before, I had podium before, James had won it before. Um, so it's a unique situation in that there was no, I don't want to say there was no clear cut favor because I think everyone was expecting Cambi to do very well, which he did. But this was a year that a lot of question marks, a lot of unknowns, and that's what it turned out to be, right? So the first event was the Circus dumbbell for reps. Well, first off, before I even get into it, I want to say Iron Resurgence, fantastic promoter, great show. I think this was very well done. This is one of the better ASMs I've been to. We got treated like pro athletes. We had our intro songs. We had our own introductions. It was only professionals, no amateurs. So I think it was a very, very well put together show. And we all felt very grateful to be a part of it and being treated as such. So thank you very much for that. Strongman Core and Iron Resurgence. The first event was Circus Dumbbell for Reps, 210 pounds. I don't know if anyone's ever pressed a 210-pound dumbbell. It's pretty tough. I mean, even when you're coming in this 100%, it's a very, very tough event. And the winner of this event was Tommy Sharp. Now, Tommy is a great presser. We all know that. He's very fast, very long, can split jerk, can push jerk with the best of them. But this dude came out on the Circus dumbbell and just absolutely destroyed it. I mean, it was no question who was the best Circus dumbbell presser right now, and it's Tommy. 6 reps. And I'm talking, those were clean reps. There was no, he ran out of time. That's it, because he had to clean each rep. I mean, I tell you what, I think he could have kept going. There were strong performances from Jesse Nelson. Of course, you know him as a guy that can strict press 400 pounds as a 231 from West Virginia. There was a bunch of tied at 3. Nick Cambi, James got 3, which was surprising. James only hit 1 in training. So we talk about a man that comes to show up, game day. That's James Deffenbaugh. Tyler Stickle hit 3. He's always been a pretty good circus dumbbell presser. There were some zeros in the class. Newcomer Justin Loy. I'll tell you what, this kid had 2 event wins, and if he didn't have that 0, he's podiuming, I think. Crazy how well he did his first show. Trying to go through here. Yeah, so anyways, Nick Cambi tied for 3rd in that event. Jesse Nelson took 2nd. Tommy Sharp, the dominating 1st. Next up was the basket deadlift for reps. It's funny, we're warming up, and the way the apparatus was, we were like, man, this is gonna be super light. This don't even feel heavy at all. What the hell, And as soon as they put them kegs in there where they were going, that thing got heavy quick. And so they allowed touch and go. At the rules meeting, I was against touch and go. 1, because that's not how I train, and 2, I'm kind of an old school lift. It's a deadlift, not a go lift, right? If the touch and go is necessary for this. Now, personally, I got a fairly easy first 3 reps, just because I did the touch and go, and just because of nature, force of habit, I stopped and reset for the 4th rep, and that thing was glued to the ground after that. A lot of the great guys, Anthony Diehl won this event with 13 reps, I believe, 12 reps. And if you watch a video, about 2 or 3 reps in, he adjusted his feet, and it was off to the races after that. I mean, that boy just started pop, 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 pounding him. Easy. He just got tired. He didn't lose no strength. He was the only one to hit double digits, actually. Nate Bowling hit 9. He's a very strong deadlifter. Nate is a very good deadlifter, and he hit 9 reps. There were some 8 reps in there. Nick Cambi surprised everyone. This is traditionally a weaker event for him, and he tied for 3rd at 8 reps with Gary, another strong deadlifter. James did 0 this one. He's had some hamstring issues and just some back issues. They finally caught up to him, but I know he was looking to get a few. This kind of happens. Things happen, and the credit to James' competitiveness that he absorbed this blow and just kept going. Fantastic. Tommy hit a PR, I believe, 3 reps. I know he was talking about wanting 1 or 2. Jesse Nelson did great, 6 reps. This deadlift is traditionally not a great event for Jesse. He's very body dominant, but he did a real good job here, kind of mitigating the damage. Johnny hit a solid 5. It was just everybody was just grinding through these. These were not easy reps. Definitely not as easy as we thought they were going to be. I'll tell you that much. Husafell Stone max distance. This one was, I want to say, underwhelming. I know we were all talking before, and we legit, a lot of us legit thought we were going to have to get 300 to 400 feet to win, and the winning distance was 270 feet. No, correction. 287 by my boy Justin Lloyd, the brand new pro. He had the benefit, he's been training, he trained for nationals. They had a max Husafell Stone for nationals. And you could tell that he'd been training because it carried over immediately, right? Whereas the basket deadlift and circus dumbbell, obviously that wasn't part of nationals. He destroyed this. He's very long, very athletic, and very strong. And he kept going, and he took this event. Event win, his very first ASM. There was a 270 walk, 260 walk, 226, 206, and a bunch of under 200. I mean, hell. I only got 161, which I'm pretty happy with, considering everything. So I can't even be angry. But yeah, there was a lot of underwhelming performance, and I don't know exactly what it was. It might have been because that basket deadlift was so tough. And doing the Husafell, because we're actually moving along with these shows. I mean, we did 3 events in about 3 hours ish, which if you train right, that shouldn't be a big deal. But things happen, so you never know. And I thought that was very good though. Then, of course, we got the break. You go back, you recover, you get ready for the next day, because the next day is day 2. That's where, it doesn't matter how you did day 1 almost. Day 2. And Anthony Diehl was in the lead going into day 2. And with Nick Cambi and Jesse, they're right on his tail. We did the arm over arm truck pull. So this one was a bit unique in that the last one I did at ASM was very heavy. So you had to do the full body pulls the whole time. This one, the initial pull was a bit tough, but once you got that thing going, it was all about grip and hand speed. And Anthony Diehl did a great job on that. Justin Lloyd, once again, he took an event win at this, and he didn't even train this. I'll tell you what, me and Justin did not train this event one fucking time, and he took an event win this. So that just goes to show you that if you're good and you're long and you're athletic, it can pay off big time. And that's exactly what he did. Yeah, there were some good times in this. I busted 30 seconds, which wasn't great. But once again, I did a lot of the long pulls because I didn't want to use too much bicep because, I mean, it held up all right, but I was still 3 months post bicep, so I was trying to be a little bit careful with it. But, no excuse. Got to get stronger. Got to do better, right? So, but I was able to do a little bit. Tom did pretty good on this one. Nate had a little bit of trouble, and I don't know. I'm not 100% sure for what it was. I didn't really go digging into it. I would imagine it's something to do with his grip a little bit. Maybe he's a little shorter of a competitor, so that doesn't help a lot of times. James did great, and it's really about being aggressive on this thing. The guys that were very aggressive, coming up in, grabbing and pulling fast hands on this arm over arm, those are the guys that did better. So Anthony Diehl maintained his lead at this point, going in the sandbag toss. This one was pretty good. I mean, I knew in previous years, like last year, I think it was only me and James that finished. Terry might have, or Johnny might have, I'm not sure. But I know James killed it, and I came in second last year. That was all the way to 55. So if you can get the 55, you're going to get top 3 or 4 in this, no matter how fast it is, if you can settle on that 55. And that was a few of the guys' games plans. But once again, let me check my notes. Oh, one person. Yep, one person got all 4. But one person got all 4, James Deffenbaugh again. He flew through it. So that just goes to show you how heavy that 55 is at the end of that sandbag toss. Most guys got 3. Me and Tom only got 2. But so it was all key about getting 3 bags fast as you can. That's what I was telling guys beforehand. Don't worry about the 4. I know a few guys like Tommy was like, I'm gonna get all 4. I'm like, let's get those 3 fast first, and then get the 4th, dude. Like, because it ain't a given. It's not a given in this. 55 pounds is pretty good weight for us to be throwing. So I tell guys, get those 3 as fast as you can, and then from there, close it with the 4th. Unfortunately, not a lot of guys were able to do it. But so you had a lot of guys with fast 3 bag times, 11 seconds, 12 seconds, etc. James had all 4 bags in 12.94 seconds. So that just goes to show you how explosive James is. He's a freak athlete. So from that, Anthony Diehl, I believe he set a PR on that one, 3 bags in 20 seconds. Not the fastest, but definitely enough to keep him ahead. He did what he needed to do. He had to hit that 50-pound bag. And that's the theme of the weekend with Anthony Diehl. He had to do things, and he did them. And that, to me, is a good measure of a good competitor and good athlete. Nothing given, he earned, and he did what he had to do. And the guys pushed him. They weren't letting up on him, so great job on that. Last one was a sandbag load medley. Heaviest freaking thing I ever done. And when I first got into this game, if you would have told me I was going to be loading bags this heavy, I wouldn't believe you. Insanity. But the final bet, it was 270, 300, 330, and 370, 360. Either way, 360, 370, who cares? It's heavy at that point. I was surprised at how many guys got all 4 bags. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 people got all 4 bags. Tommy Sharp, Adam, Diehl, and Cambi, all 4 bags. Geiger just went nuts on this one, which was freaking fun to watch. Adam Geiger just went bananas, and I watched that all day. And Tommy did a great job. Once again, these very tall, very long guys that are very strong as well. This benefits them. Anthony Diehl and Cambi, they're probably shorter ones, but those dudes just, I'll tell you what, when you're talking about grit and determination, we're going into that, Diehl basically had to have either the fastest 3 bags or 4 bags to win. If he got anything less than that, Cambi was going to overtake him, I believe. So what did he do? He loaded all 4 bags pretty damn fast. Second fastest, I think. Yep, second fastest. Tied. No, the fastest. Yeah, the fastest. So he won that flat out. So not only did he do what he needed to do, Anthony Diehl absolutely put his stamp. I told him, he put that stamp on there, said, "This is my title this year. It's not happening." And you get competitors, competitions sometimes where no matter what other people do, you're not going to be beaten. And that's definitely what happened with Anthony Diehl this year. Everybody could have brought their B plus, A minus, A game. Anthony was on his A plus plus this year. He would have given everybody a run for their money, no matter who they are. So it was a testament to his ability and how he prepared and what he did. So great job, Anthony Diehl. Nick Cambi, he was a favorite going in. I know he's not super happy with coming in second, but he showed a lot of improvement this year, a lot of grit. And he did a great job. This was great for him. I love to see him do well. Of course, he's my heterosexual life partner, so always trying to see him do good things. Jesse Nelson, was great to see him finally on the podium. He's very strong. Since he turned pro, he's been a threat. He's finally kind of brought it and just kind of let everyone know, like quietly, because he's not very loud, but he quietly let everyone know, like, I'm here. I'm top 3 in the country. Let's go. So he's going to be around for a long time. Tommy Sharp came in 4th. Impressive performance from Tommy. Great job, Tommy. Way to come back after a little bit of a layoff. James Deffenbach came in 5th. Top 5 finish again. Talk about Mr. Consistency. He's been through some injuries, been hurt. He doesn't talk about it a lot, but he's overcome so much. So it's great to see him back staying in the top 5, because he never left, because he's James Deffenbach, and that's not what he does. So great John James. Adam Geiger came up this year, improvement from last year, came in 6th. Justin Lloyd, the brand new pro 2 weeks ago, comes to ASM and comes in 7th. Great job, Justin. If you guys don't know, he's my training partner, and we've been working together, and he's just phenomenal athlete. So many years ahead, he's here to stay. He's here to stay. Johnny came in 8th, Gary 9th, Nate 10th, Tyler Stickle 11th. Tyler works with Brian Shaw, of course, with Evolution Athletics. I came in 12th, and Tom came in 13th. So overall, great show. We all had a blast. I'm just so blessed to be around these guys. That's why I was there. I was there to lend any help I can and support I can. Let them beat up on me a little bit and just kind of have fun and just be around the sport. Not only the sport, but these 105 guys specifically. Salt of the earth, man. I love them. I love them to death, and I hope we continue doing good things. So that is my America's Strongest Man 105 recap. I think I covered everything. You got any questions, drop them in the comments. Don't forget to follow Strengthly Collective. We were one of the sponsors of the show. We're going to continue to sponsor forward. We got some big things coming. If you haven't heard of us, check us out on Instagram, strengthlycollective.com. We just got to continue to put out products, and thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate it.